Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Fenworks official stream. It is I, surprising or not, Skeptor. I'm here. I'm with my man Chef. Excited to cast some Minecraft and then carry on with some Smash Bros. Chef, how are you feeling today?
I'm doing well, man. I'm excited. We got some pretty decent matches. Both teams 2 and 3. We got Red River against Minot, so should be an interesting match.
Agreed. It should be an interesting match. To carry on that, untraditional numbers we're going to be seeing on the server today, Chef. President's Day, a lot of celebrations going on. People just not at the PC. Got barbecues to be hosting, whatever else is going on. Maybe it's a grocery trip with the parents. You never know nowadays, right? Like, it's hard
Yep.
enough getting these players in the lobby, but I think we're bringing you guys a 3-on-2. We got a power play scenario going on here early. I'm not sure. Originally, Red River was only going to be having 3 players, but everything has been thrown into a scramble. So now you and I are going to be figuring out who's got 3 and who's got 2 when we get into
Yep.
this mixy.
Yeah, and it should be interesting. I mean, having a player disadvantage in Minecraft, I think it's gonna be a big challenge to overcome. But with some of these players' skill sets, I won't not count out the team with the
Short-sighted team,
disadvantage here. Yeah.
for sure. Dude, okay. And to carry on that point, one of our very first state tournaments at MNVL, I'd say, okay, like second or third state tournament, it was at MOA. We were playing Minecraft Bed Wars. The defending state champions of Los Tigres, their bed was broken. They were thrusted into a 1-on-4, and this guy found the bed and he literally killed off all 4 players. It took him over an hour to get through
An
this. Like, I'm,
hour.
dude, yes, no, it was one of the craziest clutches probably of gaming history. Granted, it
I
took
would
place
agree.
at an MNVL state final, so nobody knows about it. But if you can go back and fetch the demo, I mean, it was insanity. I was casting another game, but by the time the casters came out of their war room, they looked like they had seen and gone through a world war themselves. I mean, casting a 1v4 over the course of an hour, and the kid ended up clutching up and they won state off of it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, anything is possible on the server. Granted, the players have to be up to snuff, all right? Got to throw that one in there. We're talking about Corky before the cast started, so I'll wiggle that one in there. But, dude, I'm
Yeah.
excited. Minecraft's usually fun. I heard rumors that we might be playing on jungle for the first matchup, so I'd assume that that's where we will be heading. Pretty even map, right? Not too crazy.
Yeah.
Big middle island, smaller sectioned off islands to each side where the resources are at. But overall, I mean, 3-on-2, this feels like the best map for having less players too, right? It should be not as far distance in terms of traveling like Dragon or Yoshi's, where it's like an absolute mile between both teams' beds, and we're going to be witnessing a marathon. But we'll be uptight. We'll be having some action with the 3v2. And yeah, I mean, without further ado, I think we'll be getting into things shortly once we get players loaded up and in. But as you stated, both teams coming in at that 2-3 record. So a chance to kind of break even and get back to 500 here, Chef.
Yeah, and with that 2-3 record, it's going to look like a critical match for both teams because that line kind of to get into the state tournament, if you take a loss here, it's not looking great. You will be in a pretty
Yep,
uphill battle to try and qualify for that state.
for sure. Spots are limited. I'm not sure how many total Minecraft teams we have in North Dakota.
I believe it's 8 teams
Okay, 8 teams
that
total.
will, yeah, that will qualify.
Qualify. Okay. That sounds about right. So top
Hmm.
8 will be making their way to the state tournament. And yeah, like you said, I mean, usually it's not teams with a negative record coming
Yeah.
down to it at the end of the season, especially when we have a bigger pool of squads. I'm assuming with Minecraft, normally we don't have like a problem with the amount of teams that we have signing up for the Minecraft
Hmm.
League. So excited to see which one of these teams is going to prevail. I love a good underdog story, right? Maybe the two Pete, maybe they're vibing right now. They got some Freebird going. They're getting ready to go.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, the troops are ready. That's for sure. So
Yeah,
once
I'm
we have
interested to
players
see
loaded
the
up,
strategy coming from the disadvantaged side. I wonder how they're gonna play it. Like you see teams sometimes they stack resources around their bed, kind of just play it slow, or and then you also see like we've seen in previous weeks, we've got the just a barrage with TNT, but with a disadvantaged squad, maybe that'll be a little bit of a riskier strategy. So I'm interested to see what they go with.
I'd agree with you, man. Because like traditionally, what we see in Bed Wars is like, I mean, you have two players that can kind of be aggressors, and you usually have two players that are kind of your defenders and resource gatherers. But obviously, in a 2-on-3 game like we're seeing here, it's going to be Red River with the 2, Minot with the 3. You kind of have to be a little bit more paranoid as to when's the last time we kind of checked our base. Keeping track of numbers is going to be very important. Like we saw these guys over on Diamond Island, or we saw a couple guys on Middle Map Island. So it's like just trying to keep a track and a beat on where these Minot players will be crucial for the side of Red River.
Yeah, because with obviously 2 players rather than 4, your line of sight on the whole map is going to be very hindered. I feel like it's going to be fairly easy for Minot to maybe sneak behind them in a way, and then after that, once you have your bed gone in a disadvantaged position already, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, agreed. So far, very normal early makings of this one. Minot bridging out towards their right side island, trying to get some diamonds. Ooh, makes that jump. All right, I see you.
Yeah, it's a little bit. This map's a little bit scary with all the void everywhere. It's
Yeah.
a lot of these players, they do have the skill set to navigate it, but you can see some mishaps happen.
For certain. It might not. I mean, you know, at least coming into it when you're loading into game one and you know you have that player advantage. Obviously, it's going to spark a little bit of extra confidence into your squad, right? Would like to see them be the ones leading the charge, being a little bit more aggressive. You have that extra man advantage, like we've already said. But
Yeah,
so
and it
far, a
looks,
pretty chill early start here.
yeah, they're taking it slow, being careful. I mean, with that advantage, like you said, you could see. I mean, it's hard to know what is inside the players' minds. You could see them really taking charge and being aggressive, but with that man advantage already, maybe they just play it slow and try and use their extra player to their advantage.
For sure. We got both players on Red River sticking together,
As we
so
see,
not a
just
bad,
kinda
not a bad
Red
strategy. Trying
River,
to
they
gather
both
resources
together
in
here,
safety,
which is
right with your teammate with
a
you.
difficult spot, like we saw,
Makes
'cause
sense. But I mean,
the view,
overall,
you
like
definitely got
you're
to
just
keep
so
your head on a
limited
swivel to
in terms of
watch that
how
bed and
far
make
away from
sure
base you can really
you
go.
don't get caught off
I mean,
guard
yeah,
with
you
the
can
bed
jump
fake.
off the map and try to respawn back at your bed, but then you also lose whatever you had gained on your person. Dude, I might be lagging. Am I lagging? Do I sound okay?
I'm cutting out a little bit here, but we see on the side of Red River, they got a decent bed defense up. We got some glass there, some wood, as I saw. So I think that's a good start on the side of Red River to just kind of at least buy them some time if they do see that attack coming in from Minot.
Okay, maybe I'm back. Dude, everybody was sounding robot mode. Okay, Discord. Perfect. We
Gotcha.
sound good on stream. That's all I needed to hear.
Indeed.
Oh my goodness, man. Okay, we see some fighting taking place here. Both squads looking to contest.
Minot
Minot's on
looking
the
like they're
run.
kind of backing off here. Well, they do take the fight here with Ender 2v1 onto the Red River player. They did a
Rip,
decent
man.
job getting that trade, but in a 2v1, like we see, it's might be the story of this match. It's always kind of at a disadvantage. It's just going to be very difficult for them to really build that advantage for themselves with a player down.
Smart taking the 2-on-1 from the side of Minot. Ripman found one before going down, but not going to amount to much as it currently stands.
On the
Just
side of
typical
Minot, we
gathering
just saw
resources
that.
here.
Yeah, we just saw that end stone around the bed. Not maybe they're a little bit. They're definitely confident with that extra player. Just a small layer of end stone. We could see maybe see that bite them, but for now, it's doing all right. Why not playing? Just looks like they're playing a little bit slow, getting resources. Haven't seen a big attack from either side really.
And I mean, I'm still going to stand on the point of I'd like to see Minot being the team being aggressive, looking for those, I mean, points of contention, right? Like, you have the man advantage. There's no reason that uh, you shouldn't be contesting more of the neutral area resources, trying to find those and claim those advantages. We see red base being heavily fortified, so trying to kind of double down on the defenses to protect their bed. I mean, being down that extra man. It's not a bad idea at all, right? Extra kind of fortifying that bed.
Yeah, but a lot of space on the map for both teams. Like we said, there's 3 players missing from the lobby, so even one on the side of Minot with the usual 4v4. But definitely just playing it slow here with extra space on the map, and it's seems working out fine for both teams. But when it comes to shove with those attacks, we'll really see how these strategies are looking for both these teams.
So Ripman did all right for himself in the first kind of 1v2 that we saw. Managed to find one before going down. So there's a scenario that Ripman might kind of have that advantage in terms of just the straight up dueling aspect of it. But we'll have to see. I mean, you'll have to take your fights tactically. You know, we're just going to be a broken record about how we talk about the man advantage. Ooh, Ripman playing smart, waiting for him to come up this ladder. Gamer God not ready for him to be this close. Getting the jump on him, and he's immediately out of there.
Yeah.
Wants nothing to do with Ripman. Oh, fishing pole coming out. Knock him off, knock him off. Okay, back into it. Hatchet in hand, shutting him down. Now he's eating some arrows.
Oh, and that arrow did well. It just took him out. Just like that.
Clean, crispy headshot. Clean, crisp block, folks.
And I mean, on the side of Ripman with these 1v2s, I mean, he's not doing too bad. Really, just he's taking a trade, and it's kind of just pushing Minot back at the moment, just really buying them time, buying them space. And then it's not too bad of a trade when you can take one of those players out in 1v2.
Not bad at all. I mean, trade is like the best you can probably get for the side of Red River. And now we got an armored up, I think, a jump potion as well.
Yeah, looks like it. Wonder what the plan is here. Looks like he's got arrows in hand as well.
Okay. So Pop Bat looking for something. Starting to make his way forward. Armored up as well. Was that chainmail?
Indeed. Looks like chainmail to me, and I do like the strategy of kind of going in one at a time on the side of Red River. I wonder, it would look, I feel like it would be tough to kind of go in with 2 players and still kind of keep your footing. They do have that pretty good bed defense, but I'm thinking a 1v3 kind of just going straight for the bed might be their best option.
Because, I mean, Minot knows the second they see 2 Red River players pressing forward, you know they have a wide open look towards that base. Fireball coming through, destroying a part of that bridge. Player did make it across safely before that one landed, so Slash now going up the ladder.
I like the idea there, really just trying to get a pick quickly, and maybe you can create a more even fight when you're trying to go in and take that bed, but didn't quite get the fireball to land.
Alrighty.
And it really is just a slow back and forth. We've seen a couple fights, but nothing too crazy. And then on the side of Minot, I don't
think we've seen aggression yet, to be honest.
Not even at all, yeah. And you see that bed fortification. We have the glass over the wood. And
yeah, that looks like no fun. That looks like no fun attacking that bed right now.
For sure. But we have seen TNT very prevalent in the past, and that's what the glass really does. It is invincible to the TNT, so that's what it will help with. But if Minot can get a quick break through the glass and then get a TNT like inside of the glass there, and then they can take out that wood, and that might be their best option.
So
So
not an Enderman carrying some TNT right now, like you said. Obviously, the glass going to be the biggest counter to TNT, but if they can break through that top layer of bed defense, that TNT could cause some chaos. So we'll have to keep our eyes peeled on. Obviously, not an Enderman here.
yeah, and
Enderman
if
would
you've
be a little bit
seen,
taller,
yeah,
a
if you've
little bit
seen,
darker.
indeed, you've seen some past weeks, you've seen the TNT. It is strong, and the
Oh yeah,
glass is one of the
fireball
only fireball does come through.
spots this player coming forward. Bow's out in hand. Fireball up close on top of his enemy, trying to take this fight, but not going in his favor. Lots of TNT getting dropped here, going to cause some chaos.
Wow. Looks like he took one out with the TNT, but did some damage to himself. TNT comes out on the glass, and it looks like it got through there a little. He
Oh my
did break one of the
goodness.
glass, and he
He
takes
just took out the
another
bed.
one, and he gets the
Uh-oh.
bed. TNT comes down, and that
Final
is
elims already.
disastrous.
Okay, so both players still alive for the side of Red River, but cheeky play from Not an Enderman sliding through with that chaos, Chef. And I mean, all that slow play at the beginning was just to farm up enough resources to. I mean, he just dropped like I'd say 7 to 10 blocks of TNT.
Yeah, for sure. So it looks like like I was saying, he got through one layer of glass, and that glass, it is invincible to TNT, but you can get it pretty quick with your fist or any type of pickaxe. And yeah, it worked well on the side of mine. Just having one player go in with the TNT necessary, and they do end up taking the bed.
Very well played coming through for Minot. Slower start, but it was calculated as they strike. I mean, the first actual attempt on taking the bed, they came through. More TNT for Enderman now. And I mean, Minot at this point, 2 eliminations away from closing out round 1 of this BO3. I assume it's still best of 3, right? I kind of just...
Yep,
Yeah,
I
okay,
believe
cool.
so. Or yeah. So,
All right.
and like we were talking about earlier, it's just so tough, and with the disadvantage here with the man down. So we'll see if Red River maybe changes up their strategy, maybe goes for more aggression. Who knows? But like we saw on the side of Minot, they do still have pretty fortified bed defense. They look like they have doubled up on that end stone layer. We do see TNT on the Red River player, so that really, it can shred through the end stone quickly if they get the right drop on it. See more TNT on the side of Minot. And that TNT, like we've said for the bed, it is great with taking out those bed defenses, but it also is great in PvP, just like oh, looks like might have bomb coming through on himself there, but for the players, can be pretty effective taking out players as well.
Okay. Yeah, Discord is going through it right now. So if you have me unmuted on video, that might be the play, my friend, because we both sound like absolute robots via Discord talk, but we sound good on stream. So try to just talk through that, I'd say, would be best for us. One player goes down.
Good.
Both players still up on the side of Red River here. They fend him off nicely. Pop gonna take that one down. So, I mean, Red River, for bed being destructed very early in this one, doing an all right job for themselves, maintaining life, staying alive for the time being. But they know that they have to make some sort of aggressive play for that bed themselves. So we can see TNT on the back of, I believe that was Pop At, starting to make his way over. Gonna run into Gamer God here. Has sword in hand. And here we go. Big fight, knocks him to the depths. Well played here from Ripman. Now he's on the move.
He has that TNT in his back pocket. Really, it's going to be tough to get the bed, but especially with your last life, but they're really just going to have to go for it.
You really do. Because, I mean, otherwise you're fighting an unending horde of players from the Minot side.
Mm-hmm. They're just going to keep coming at you. They have infinite lives at this point, so...
And I believe we still have quite some time before bed would automatically break, right? We're still too early in this one. So
I think
they know that they have to be aggressive.
Mm-hmm. Definitely a good amount of time before that, and then we see a layer of wood over the end stone, and that's just a menacing bed defense at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough no matter how you spin it for the side of Red River. In that disadvantaged state, down a bed. You see Gamer God now moving his way back towards middle of the map. Ooh.
We do
Final
see a final
kill
kill.
handed over to Popat. Now it's only Ripman left in a 1vx. Not the best odds, but I'd be lying if I said we haven't seen something extraordinary like this before. Fireball.
Yeah.
Oh, that was close.
It was indeed that fireball coming through. Was able to stay alive on the edge there. Kind of a standoff here. Arrows coming through. His pop had Ripman. Excuse
Uh-oh,
me.
TNT blocks.
And
Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
all right.
that was
An unfortunate TNT on the side of Ripman
yeah,
there.
that was fun. You know, I respect it. You're charging into a 1v2 on the bridge. You drop some TNT, try to nullify the aggression from the side of Minot, but you end up sending yourself into the depths of Davy Jones' locker. So not the best, but hey, not a bad start from either squad, right? Red River dealing with the 2-on-3 scenario of it all and trying to stand in there, but Minot will find that first game of this one.
Yep. And it was, like you said, a valiant effort, but just trying to do too much there. I mean, that's kind of what you got to do at the end there. Just throw TNT down, hope that they walk into it basically, and it end up knocking yourself off into the void.
For sure. Yeah, maybe, so the only thing I could think of for the side of Red River is like Minot took their time gathering up enough TNT to kind of make that explosive push, no pun intended, uh, through the middle part of that game. But it's like for Red River, you got to find a way to get after them before they get into that comfortable state of having said resources ready for whatever kind of action that Red River were going to bring at them. So if I was going to change one thing from the side of Red River, if Minot are going to be passive and kind of give you that time and space early on in the game, Chef, I feel like that's when Red River have to make something happen and they have to go for it earlier.
And we didn't see Red River really put on a full-scale attack. I don't even know if we saw them get close to the bed, so maybe that's something they can try and play off of, see if that they can make that work towards the beginning of the match, like you said.
For sure.
To maybe catch Minot off guard.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would definitely be the point where I would start at least going for it in this next map. I believe we're going to get things sorted in terms of what map we will be heading to, and then we will keep you guys in the loop as we are finding out. But so far for a 2v3, I mean, not the worst, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's been a good try. Like we saw, Minot like holding back, like you said, they've played a little bit slow. So Red River was able to kind of get some things going, maybe get a little bit of a look at their side, but never a full scale attack, like I said. So I'm interested to see what they try in the second match on the side of Red River.
Yeah, I mean, the other point, to your point right there of not seeing that full scale attack, you're down game one now. You tried to play it kind of slow, kind of neutral, kind of like your borderline level Bed Wars play. But I think it's time where we got to throw caution to the wind. We're going to need to see Red River just absolutely go for it in this next one. Don't have that luxury or the safety net of being in even numbers. And I mean, frankly, the waiting game does not pan out to success according to how that first game went. So overall, I think I'd love to see a little bit more aggression from that side of Red River. And I know it's tough being down a man, right? Man disadvantage. But at the end of the day, the only people that can get them out of this hole will be Pop Man and Rip Man, or Pop App and Rip Man.
Yeah, for sure. And we saw that bed defense coming down on Minot. And it's when you let him have the time to get that bed defense down, it's just infinitely harder to get in there and take it out. So
for sure. Yeah, I mean, for sure. It was a good idea from Red River, right? They fortified the bed up a lot, but at the end of the day, on the first push that came through, they were able to find that bed destruction. So,
Mhm.
granted, the resources and the time invested into the bed defense didn't quite pan out to success. So, getting out there, trying to make plays on the opposition's bed earlier has to be the point where we see change going into this game number 2.
Yeah, and another point I would say is you saw that TNT come through. We had one of the players on mine breaking the glass and getting the TNT right in there. I've seen success in the past, in these past few weeks, where if you kind of have a layer of wood or end stone, a wood layer of glass, and then an additional layer of wood or end stone, it's a lot. It's a lot harder to kind of
Yeah.
plan out your attack. So
I mean,
that could
that sounds like
work.
a nightmare, to be quite
Yeah.
honest with you. That sounds like no fun. A hidden layer of glass, indestructible against the TNT. So you'd kind of have to break open that first layer, hand crack through that second layer, and then maybe some more TNT to finish it off. So, not a bad
Hmm.
idea at all. I believe we are getting things set up and ready for map number 2. If you had to take a guess, where do you think we're going?
Mm,
On the spot, I know.
I'd like to see dragon maybe
Dragon?
with the lava.
I like Dragon. Dragon's a good one. I do
Maybe kind
that.
of up the skill difficulty to the
Okay.
side on mine out jumping through those lava, and then can maybe even the playing field a little bit.
Okay. I was gonna say, I mean, I've had to step in and cast a few different streams of Minecraft over the course of the season. Not yet for North Dakota, but for MNVL a couple times, and I think you got your wish. I
Yeah, it
think
looks like it.
Dragon is where we are headed. So enjoy the cherry blossom trees when we load into this one. Definitely one of the more visually appealing maps here to the average eye. We've got
Yep.
Minot back in blue. It will be Red River in the red. And I think it was not an Enderman that made that push play. So
Yeah.
might not be as scary as an Enderman, but the TNT definitely has me feeling a little scared.
Yeah, for sure. As we get into the match here, we see both teams starting to bridge their way to the center. And as I said, that lava around the edge, it's not too big of an obstacle, but it is one misstep and you can kind of take a lot of damage there and maybe even lose your life. So
Okay.
not sure.
I think all right, we're missing somebody. So that was about to be a 1v3. Can't have that. I mean,
Yeah,
the
for
2 on
sure.
3s already, we wouldn't put poor Ripman through that. I mean,
Yeah.
that seems a little bit too harsh. So we'll get him loaded back in. Need to get him his ally. Where's Pop App at? Where's Pop App? Get him in there.
Yep. So we're
All right.
get back to a 2v3 and we'll see if they can make that work on the side. Red River.
For sure. I'm interested to see if we are going to see Red River just go for it. I mean, that would honestly make me feel a lot better for them in their circumstance going into this. If we see them sitting back and playing slow and passive, I mean, it feels like you're just waiting for the inevitable. So,
Yeah.
hoping for that aggression to come out from Red River and see kind of what they can do to spice things up here on the second map going into Dragon.
Yeah, if they end up going with that same initial strategy, you're really just waiting for a mistake on the side of Mandan. And with the little pressure they have on them, a mistake's just not likely to come with the skill of these players. So I think going in, like you said, would hopefully, but at least
Yeah.
put some pressure on Minot.
Yeah, might not definitely. I mean, because from what we saw, we were kind of talking about how it was Red River pathing out towards some of the middle islands, the side islands, trying to gather resources. We didn't see too much aggressive acts from Minot early, and I feel like that was mainly due to just farming up, getting those TNT resources early and
Mhm.
often. Because I mean, when they struck, there was enough TNT to take out a small village. I mean, from what I
Yeah.
saw, that was
Hmm.
crazy work coming through from Mountain Enderman. I mean, dude had 8 to 10 blocks of TNT. Like
Yeah,
that's time and effort going into that one. Premeditated, some might say.
for sure. And with the time that Red River allotted Minot, that's just they had time to gather that TNT and put on a one. It was a 1v2 attack, but with that TNT by your side, it
Oh yeah,
almost acts as an ally with
yeah.
you. So
You're basically a small army, one man
for real.
army, if you
Yeah,
will,
for
with the
sure.
amount of TNT that Enderman was packing. So play Dragon. I'm seeing clicked. We are loading back in, hoping that all players are connected. We will be loading into this one shortly. Appreciate all of you guys joining us for the Fenworks North Dakota Week 6 stream. Kicking it off with this game of Minecraft. We have Minot up 1-0 as it currently stands. If they claim this second game, they will close out and move to a 3-3 overall record. To follow this, we have 2 games of Smash. So stay tuned. Plenty more Fenworks action coming up once we get through this best of 3 of Minecraft.
Here we go on a dragon. Got all the players loaded in here. It looks like we did switch colors on the side of Minot and Red River. So see Minot in red and Red River in blue. And we've got some bed defense already. That was pretty quick on the side of Minot. So maybe they're expecting something out of Red River like we were talking about and really just want to get ahead of that.
Could be the play. Oh, here we go. Come on. Ripman, a wood sword to his name, and he's looking to be the hero that Red River needs. Okay, it's not going that good for him, though. Okay, well, you know.
Valiant effort.
I respect it. Walking straight down the middle of the map, letting them know you mean business from the get-go. Didn't go Ripman's way, but you know what? That wood sword definitely set the tone and the tempo for this game, too. Oh, he's going right back to it. Let's go.
And that's kind of what I like to see out of Red River, because when you have just that wood sword, not a lot to your name, there's not a huge consequence in just
let's go, dude.
Just running straight. Oh, he looks like he's
all right. We're
getting
taking
some more resources.
We're taking the high ground approach. Scaling up. Okay. Am I crazy, or does this map slowly catch on fire as well in the middle? Or does that have to be like a player that starts that out? Because I swear I've seen this map occasionally catch on fire in like the middle part, like the wood has been burning and stuff from the volcano and the lava. But maybe I'm trolling.
I'm not completely sure. I know I've seen this map before, and I think we did have some pretty quick, matches on this map. So maybe towards the middle end, then that may start to occur. But we'll have to see.
We'll have to see. God, I'm not just making that up. I promise you. I would just spout off some nonsense like that if I hadn't seen the middle part burning. So we'll have to keep our eyes peeled on the big tree in the middle. But so far, basic defense coming out for Minot. Nothing too extensive. We saw the glass layering going down on the side of Red River.
Yeah, looking like a similar defense to the first round, which we'll see how it goes. I mean, it didn't go great for them earlier, but we'll have to see.
Hanging out at the base, talking it up, figuring out what the plan of attack will be.
Yeah, I don't know. They do looking at finishing that glass off, get the full pyramid. But we saw that initial attack, but now it looks like they're kind of reverting back to their game 1 strategy. So I'm curious what else they got in store for us.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking to see what we have getting into it here. Ooh, some fighting going down in the middle.
It's going to be crucial to win these one-on-ones when they have them on the side of Red River, because obviously with that player disadvantage we've been talking about, getting a pick off can just like buy you space and time to really control those resources in the middle, like they are doing a decent job of right now.
Oh, here we go. Gamer God and not an Enderman. Trying to press forward, trying to bring the attack to the side of Red River. One player in the middle map here. Spots it out. Immediately falling back. Trying to go get some support from his ally.
Looks like on the side of Minot, they're not even interested in those resources. They're just going straight for at least the Red River side, but
Ripman finds the first one. He thought he had an ally with him. I don't know where the other guy snuck off to. Maybe he went to gather some resources in the meantime. I mean, if one player can push back the Red River defenders, right, and keep them closer to home base, you know that you have free reign over, I mean, literally the rest of the map, right?
Yeah,
controlling them is a lot easier. Gamer God just dropped down. Didn't actually see Ripman next to him, but Ripman has spotted him on the hot tail. Uh-oh. Hey, buddy. Gamer God's like, oh my goodness, where did this guy come from? I didn't see you.
He doesn't want any of that. He's retreating.
Yeah. Got to run back. Strength in numbers. Trying to get back to his teammate.
And I think that Minot's done a pretty good job of playing their advantage here. An extra player.
Gamer God jumping in. Ripman taking a lot of HP. Will go down.
No, those arrows are very effective. Especially when you can hit your shots with those arrows. They do big damage.
Good to point out. The side of Minot have been good with the bows or the crossbow, whatever they're opting for.
We see that defense, like I mentioned in the break. I believe they have a layer of end stone and then another glass layer and then another layer of end stone. So that's going to be pretty difficult to break through on the side of Minot. So Red River playing their defense pretty safe here.
I mean, that is a lot of blocks surrounding that.
Yeah.
Minot base.
On both sides for sure.
Okay. Wow. Okay, that is a small pyramid over on the side of Red River. That is crazy work coming through.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the glass under there if you guys didn't quite catch that, but...
All right. So that'll be a doozy. That'll be fun for the side of Minot to break through that.
For sure, and we could be looking at a prolonged match here with these bad defenses on both sides, so we'll see how they kind of want to handle this. Really, I'm not sure what you want to do on the side of Minot to break through that.
Yeah, bro, I'm not the guy to know that either. So we'll have to.
We'll have to see what they do. I mean, we saw the TNT come through in the last match, but that glass is going to be a pretty good defense against that. So you're kind of going to have to.
Ripman's trying to sneak right now.
Yeah.
Saw a player cross in front of him here in the middle, so now I'm going to try to be on the hot pursuit. Trying to follow him up this ladder. Here we go. Up we go.
I don't know how well that's going to work. Because look, I think we see. Oh, wow, he is looking. Get a bird's eye view of everyone. I thought the other guy or the non-Enderman here was going to take a different ladder down, and they were just going to try to kind of miss each other.
The trees.
Yeah, miss each other.
Or actually scaling up the dragon right now is what he's climbing up.
Yeah, I'm not. Maybe one look. Someone on the side of Red River. An unfortunate fall, and we have an attack coming through here.
Starting to break that bed apart. Starting to get into those defenses. Won't quite find the bed, and we'll get knocked down and taken care of. So, quick response from the Red River side to get back and neutralize that attack.
Yeah, and
TNT
we saw
getting dropped from the sky. Not quite going to land. A little too high up.
Yeah, that TNT timer. Oh, interesting using the end stone. If I don't know better, it looks like somewhat of a waste of resources, but maybe they got a plan.
He is actually
I'm
so
not
high
sure.
up there right now. Holy buckets.
Yeah, for sure. We saw that TNT timer kind of not lined up quite correctly, so
went down a little bit. He went
down
a
little bit. We'll see if that's enough. But maybe running out of ends.
Oofda. That's a toughie.
Yeah. Going up that high, it is a bit of a risk if slip and fall and not enough HP to keep you from that fall damage.
Alrighty. Well, I mean, so far I think we're seeing pretty similar from what we saw in game one. Obviously, Red River came out with a little bit more aggression towards the start, but it's definitely slowed down a bit.
Yeah.
Which I think benefits the side of Minot.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of benefits to the side of Minot here. We see Ender Pearl coming through.
Oofda. Yeah, that was close.
It was
no
pretty
cigar.
Close. Maybe gonna retreat after that. It looks like.
Oh, teammate showing up.
I think I see a diamond pickaxe there. So.
Ripman in the 1v2 coming out on top. Slash now forced ahead for the hills, but this dude is speedy on his tail. Gonna catch up to him. Starting to give him some smacks in the back. TNT coming to. Okay, that's crazy.
That was a little excessive because.
What was that? What was that? That was insane work from Not an Enderman.
Wow. I think I saw 5 or 6 TNT at least coming down there.
I mean, dude, that's his bread and butter play. We saw it in game 1. Got up close onto that bed and just
And
started
are we
dropping
seeing-
TNT in every position.
We're seeing even more defense coming on the side of Red River with
Oh,
another wood
jeez.
layer. So maybe that's their plan, is just infinite layers.
Yeah, fortify until automatic bread break. Jeez, bed break, and then maybe we have a semi-even fight. Like I mean, I guess we're both kind of waiting to figure out what the game plan is here from the side of Red River.
But we saw that initial attack from Minot come through where they got through that first layer, like I was saying, but then the glass comes through and they kind of, you have to think through. Maybe they didn't see the glass initially, so you have to switch your mining tool, and that just gave Red River enough time to take out the player that was going for their bed. So
Slash trying to hold an angle here. Has a bogey up in front of him. Oh, yeah. Getting into the Slash POV. Let's go. He's potted up. You can see the little bubbles coming through.
holding this angle.
Yeah, we're now spectating a Valorant game here. Holding a tight angle. Listen, now we're playing my game.
Yeah. In your element.
It's got the headshot angle lined up. Tactical peek here. We got a little bit of a lean peek going. Might be Rainbow Six, actually. Oh, getting run up on. Slash not liking that. He's got the bow out in like melee format here. Dude was up on him. He just kept the bow out.
And it worked out for Slash. That arrow's connecting for him.
He's been the sharpshooter so far from the side of Minot. I think opting for the bow majority of the time here. We saw Emerald Generators upgrading just a moment ago. Back up in front here, Slash taking on Ripman up close and personal. And
That
Ripman
is
goes down,
impressive.
shot by Slash.
With that crossbow at that melee range, he's doing pretty well to utilize that when not a very traditional strategy, but you see Gamer God just seeing that bed defense and turning around.
Yeah, he's eyeballing him. He's letting him know. He's like, we got eyes on this, man. We see what you guys are doing. Fireball. Okay, gets him across the bridge still. Ripman going aggressive now. Ooh, coming out in this 1v1. Started out rough, but comes out on top. So Ripman has been leading the charge in terms of dueling ability and has been keeping the Red River squad still in it, right? But here comes Slash, and this is what he's good at. Bow is out. Crouch peek. Give it to him. Dodging back and forth. Ripman low HP, and will go down.
Taken out, yeah. We've seen Popat just kind of, he's looking like the fortifier, just
wood, bro.
building and building and building.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I mean, that is layered on layered right there.
We're getting another bridge over to the other island to get even more resources, presumably to maybe make another layer on that bed, because that's looks like what Popat's MO is right now.
Okay,
but he is going to the center.
Leaving the base.
The first time in
we've
this
seen him
game, I
out.
think.
Yeah, first time we've seen him out this far. Enderman has fallen off the map, probably to get back. Popat probably being called that he's looking to be aggressive. So Minot trying to have everybody here to defend. A nicely timed firebomb. And I mean, he just jumped straight down into the pit.
Yeah, that was
Nothing
an
you can do
effective
about
fireball.
That was good stuff. Sword and shield coming out for Ripman. But that bridge just got taken care of.
Yeah, it's going to be
He's
a lot
having
more
second
difficult.
thoughts. Yeah,
A lot
he's
more
having
difficult to
second thoughts.
cross that bridge, especially with, we've seen Slash's marksman skills. So he's going to think twice about trying to bridge over to their side. And I was talking about the lava earlier, but we haven't really seen either of these teams kind of traversing that outer ring, so it hasn't come into play as much. Kind of slow down. Here we're just following Ripman, looking to get more resources for him. Still got that bed nice and fortified.
I mean, it's definitely been keeping Minot like at bay with the amount of defense they have. Enderman, though, with some TNT, Back in hand. Might be the aggressor that the side of Minot needs. I mean, he's the one that led the charge last time, so no surprise to see him back with some TNT. Oh, walking forward.
Oh wow,
Jumping
using
into the fight with TNT, but sending himself straight into the pit.
we saw that TNT be effective the first time Enderman took out the bed, but seems TNT after that has been a little bit of a.
All right.
And
well,
again, I'm not sure if that was the TNT bumping him
no,
off,
that,
but
yeah, that definitely was the TNT sending him. He thought he moved away enough, was out of the line of sight there. Fireball to the face. That's got to feel great. Oh, nice.
we've seen a lot of mishaps with the TNT, almost even more than it's helped them. So on each side, so interesting strategy. Maybe need a little more practice with the TNT, but it's definitely a strong item if you can get it down correctly. Fireballs
Man.
connecting, exposing some of that glass, so I'm sure Minot will look to at least have an attack. They'll understand that they need to get through that glass. The TNT is not going to totally do it for him. Kind of a standoff here. One player on Red River's just floating on his own little bridge.
It's just been a waiting game.
On both
Diamond
sides, really.
3,
I mean, we've seen,
yeah. Diamond 3 generator 6 minutes away now. Oh, fireball. Gonna destruct that bridge a little bit and a little bit more. Okay, another one. All right, another one.
Another.
Come on. Come on now.
And those are pretty effective, taking out that outer layer of the pyramid.
Yeah, most of the wood's gone.
Yeah.
Well, that one whizzed right by Gamer God's head. Surely wouldn't have felt the best taking one of those to the face. Oh, but that wood's getting layered back on, I think.
And they're just they're keeping at it. I think that is pop out, like we've seen, continuing to fortify that bed more and more and more after those fireballs come through. But Gamer God doing a good job of just holding pressure. I mean, Red River's really, they're held back right now as we see Ripman come through looking to take out Gamer God, but he can't.
Gamer God finds one back. But yeah, I mean, overall, Red River haven't really left this island, their main base, for a long time, and we haven't really seen any aggressive plays from them in quite some time. So, I mean, dude, maybe the play and the strategy is they're trying to just wait for bed breaks, and then they're going to fight.
That might be the play.
If anybody knows the time that the beds break, you should definitely let us know. Because, I mean, we both know what it is, but, a reminder.
Everyone else,
let you guys know. That's what I'm asking for sure. Okay, what is this? What is this? Ripman, get on that boy. This guy's got a bow and he's standing point blank. Get on him. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like Ripman giving him way too much respect right there. Says, you know what? I'm done with this. I've been shot too many times by Mr. Slash. Got up in his face, got personal with it, and took care of business. So, well played from Ripman. Has an arrow in the chest to show that he was in a battle with Slash. So good. I mean, Slash still hitting that shot up that close is kind of crazy work. Enderman with a fireball. Another.
Survive. Just get him with those fireballs, and Enderman takes him out. Pearl coming through, lands straight on top.
This is good.
I don't know if they saw him. I don't know if they know he's there.
This is kind of crazy if they don't turn around. Teammate is in the front line, distracting both players. Enderman drops into the back line. Doesn't quite get in on the bed.
Doesn't look like he has those tools to really get through all these different layers.
That was a cheeky little play there. Almost finding some success. I think they were too low, right? The bed's got to be like up, or maybe it's forward a little bit. I don't know, dude. It's in there somewhere. Wait, no, they got it, bro. They got it. Yeah, they got it. I guess, yeah, it's on the grass. Yeah. I see. I looked over at the number and it says 2 on the side. So I thought I would have seen it pop up in like the score feed on the bottom left, like
Yeah, must have
deep
missed it,
fried, but I did
I
not
must
see
have
that.
missed it. Yeah, but looks like the pyramid that they had, Minot really did a good job of. I believe there's some ghost blocks or whatever they're called, invisible ones on the backside of there, so you can't really complete the pyramid. It's more of a front way pyramid. So Enderman did a good job of getting behind there and finding the weakness in the defense.
And that's off the back of that sick Ender Pearl play that we saw, getting up
Yeah.
on top of the base and dropping into the back line while his teammate was kind of keeping both the defenders busy on the front side of things. But now, again, same scenarios last game, right? Minot take their time in the beginning, slow burn to it, find a way to get in there, destroy the bed, and now it's another 2 on whatever scenario for the side of Red River.
Just right back to that really tough spot for him. I mean, we wanted to see some of that aggression. We saw it a little bit at the beginning, but they kind of reverted back to their original strategy and they held on for a while. But once that bed goes down, now they're in a world of hurt. So I'm interested to see what they try to do to rebuttal this situation.
I gotta agree, Chef. We are in a tough spot here for Popat and Ripman. Okay, fireball for. I mean, are we throwing those at ghosts?
Not sure what,
That was
who that was for, but
sending a message is what that one was about.
yeah.
Hey, we're showing back
Definitely.
up and we got fireballs in hand.
We've got fireballs on both sides.
Dude, Popat head glitching behind the end stone is crazy work here. Oh, fireball
The
coming
fireball-
in!
Looks like that one connected.
Dang, we're just whipping fireballs at each other right now. This is crazy.
Really more projectiles in this match. But as we've seen, Slash has kind of been the one to find the most success with the crossbow. So I'm interested to see if he can find a long range elimination to really try and salt this game away from Minot.
So, Chef, the thing that makes it hard for me now for this Red River squad. Okay, final kill
Oh,
onto
wow.
Ripman. I think he just fell to his death.
It looks like
That's
that
a
might have been
tough
the
look.
case.
So what I was about to say is like when you get into this scenario and you're in final elim, crossing bridges is now one of the most dangerous things in the game, right?
For sure.
I mean, the easiest way to eliminate somebody is just knock them off the bridge with an arrow, with a fireball, whatever it may be. It makes it so much more difficult now when your bed has been destructed. And now poor Popat left in a 1v, etc., unending infinity number, right? Whatever you
Yeah.
want to say, and he's going for it. The hero play. The dash into the middle of the island. Fireballs
Oh,
raining
no.
down on him. Lava tick. That's got a sting. And
Oh,
look who it
wow.
is. Slash up close with a crossbow. It's going to get ugly.
Looks like he's got
Oh,
the
boy.
buckshot enabled. Yeah. That's going to be game over.
Unlucky for the side of Red River. A valiant effort coming through there, Chef. But in the end, I mean, the result was inevitable. Minot with the man advantage. It ends up reigning supreme. Okay, power in numbers, strength in numbers. They get the job done in a 2-0 fashion, and it was well fought from the side of Red River, but it was not to be, as Minot will improve their record to 3-3.
Yeah, and as you said, it was well fought. Really just an uphill battle there, and I would have liked to see a change in strategy, like we said. I mean, they tried it a bit at the beginning, but just kind of too much for him, especially
Yeah.
at the end there. Unfortunate fall from the teammate and leaves Popat alone, and he just gets absolutely obliterated. There's fireballs coming
Yeah.
through, TNT coming through, the buckshot from Slash on that crossbow, and
Oh,
it was
that
all downhill from there.
Yeah, it was over the second. Ripman took the unfortunate stumble off the bridge and fell to his
Yeah.
demise. But shout out to both the Minecraft teams making it happen. Down numbers, no fun for either side, we know, but we appreciate you guys hopping out
Yep.
regardless and giving it your all. That concludes our Minecraft portion. I think you did a great job. You know, for what this is, for you and I just hopping in and winging it for
Yep.
Minecraft, it is what it is, right? I had some fun. Got to see these two teams duke it out, but yeah, in the end, it is Minot improving to a 3-3 record. Any closing statements from you before we get things shifted over to the Smash Bros side of things?
Yeah, unfortunate loss for Red River. Gonna put them lower on the standings for that state championship qualification race, but anything's possible. I mean, I don't think they're mathematically eliminated. So maybe after the holiday next week, they can get their full roster and really try and make a push to get back into the state qualification. But
For sure. Probably going to have to be a back-to-back wins
for
for
sure.
the side of Red River if they are looking to do that. But with that, that concludes our Minecraft portion. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We're going to send it to a break while we get things set up for Smash. We'll catch you guys on the other side of this break.
Where are you going? Or maybe a better question is, how far do you want to go? And how fast do you want to get there? Now we're getting somewhere. So let's go. Let's go faster. Let's go further. Let's go beyond.
Why be a nurse when you can be a nurse, potter, power lifter, foodie, comedian, dog advocate? Here, you'll grow in a place where your identities and interests are valued, your passions prioritized. As a Gustie, you'll write your own story, make connections, and learn to live with purpose. On purpose. Gustavus Adolphus College. Gusties get more out of college.
Coming in and actually seeing all the computers filled with kids and they have on their jerseys and they got their coaches next to them, and I see direct parallels over to football.
There's just not a lot of knowledge about gamers out there. People just don't know what they don't know.
They have to develop teamwork like any other physical game does. You don't have the teamwork, you don't win.
You take a kid who never had confidence before and you give them confidence, and you can see what they can do with their lives.
What does it mean to be a leader? At the University of North Dakota, we're here to find out.
It's taking my first solo flight.
Finding new ways to learn.
Rolling up your sleeves.
The world deserves leaders like you. Leaders ready to take the next step and make a difference. Because we lead our own way.
Charging into your future as a Lancer is about meaningful relationships, learning at the crossroads of history and innovation, championing one another's success, and empowering every student to achieve their dreams. We are a community that knows one another by name, offers the quality education needed to get the most out of life, and the friendships that support us throughout the journey. We hold tight to a legacy of pioneering, knowing that by honoring our values, we can charge into our futures together and become the purpose-minded people that change the world. Becoming a Lancer is about more than academics. It's about discovering your passion and feeling at home.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Fenworks Week 6 action. I am your host for the day, Skeptor, and joining me, special guest, big warm welcome to Fenworks' very own Josh. Welcome to the stream, my man. Excited to have you on for some Smash Bros.
I am too. It's my favorite game of the ones we offer, so I'm excited to see some of these matches and cast them.
Perfect. Yeah, we have 2 matchups on the docket for you guys today. We are kicking things off with, I believe, a Kazuya Piranha Plant matchup that we were seeing. We got Burger Badger taking on Nevada. So, some interesting names coming through. Nevada for, a player represented in North Dakota. Surely he, came from Nevada, right? That's, my original guess here, something along those lines.
My assumption, I think, is that's their actual name.
Oh.
Maybe? That's my
right.
guess.
I mean, that's a cooler background story than what I went. I went with the bare bone basic, probably, was from there, parents are from there, something along those lines. But that could be cool as well. I'm down for that. Burger Badger, do we think that is his actual name as well? Is that
one I'm less certain on. I genuinely be surprised. I really doubt.
Yeah, for sure. that would be hilarious though. Burger Badger. All right, and then what were the maps that we were looking at? We were coming down to the final few bans taking place.
Our players finished up the ban process, and we ended up playing on Town and City for game 1 here. That's going to be pretty cool. Like I said, I believe our plant player, who is Burger Badger, realized they're playing against Kazuya and don't want that big center plat for combo.
Yeah, that would make sense based on these 2 characters that we will be seeing once we get into it. Best of 5 as always for our Smash Bros battle, and I didn't actually see records for our 2 players. Do we know where they currently stand?
I can look right now.
That'd be pretty epic.
Nevada?
And
Nevada is sitting currently 2-3.
Okay.
And Burger Badger is also sitting 2-3. So we're looking like to have a pretty good even matchup about to start right now.
Awesome. We should be loading in the game, folks. So appreciate you guys being here. Hopefully we can kick off the Smash portion of our stream with a pretty epic battle taking place between Kazuya and Piranha Plant.
3, 2,
get underway.
1, go!
Here we go. Those neutral boost starting off right off the gate from Nevada there. Good long range, high damage projectile. Starting a little bit of neutral. Neutral beat from Piranha Plant. Looks like he already knows to establish the distance from Kazuya here. If you can stay away from him, he can't really do much. The lag, I think, coming in here from the players. And a connection error. Unfortunate. Hopefully that gets resolved relatively soon.
Coming back to us. So they're probably still playing, right? Or did they crash as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lobby will closed out. Yeah. But we already saw from that quick snippet there that I think our Piranha Plant is decently knowledgeable in the matchup here, at least to know Kazuya is super threatening up close, and he's already using his 1 projectile he has on hand to stay in distance.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want that man in that trench coat on top of me beating my face in. He's can pack a punch if he's up close, like you said.
Absolutely. Probably one of the highest damaging characters out there if he touches you.
For sure. So we'll have to see how Piranha Plant can manage that distance. We already saw projectile usage being used nicely. So looking for more of that once we get things squared away and back into the server.
Yeah. I guess we're just checking in with players here to see what's up. I mean, the lobby here is showing them still playing. I'm not how true that is. Nintendo Switches can be a bit funky.
Okay. Well, the audience, I mean, might not be familiar with my background in Smash. It's not a lot. I mean, I'm a King K. Rool enthusiast. How about yourself? What are some of your characters that you like to play when you're playing Smash?
So my main for the longest time was Cloud, and then eventually when the DLCs were dropping, Sephiroth came out, and I mean, he's just one of my all-time favorite video game characters.
For sure.
So that's what I've. All right. So we're getting news here. We did get our spectator booted out. Unfortunately, the first game has wrapped up with Nevada taking the win over Burger Badger from West Fargo there.
So the Kazuya definitely got up close and personal on that poor little Piranha Plant.
Yeah, fast games with Kazuya are not uncommon. He can take stocks way faster than of characters. As a quick combo puts you at elimination percent there, and one little hit from him will usually do the job.
For sure. So my question is, like, in a matchup like this, you know that you're up against a Kazuya. Do we see Burger Badger opt for something else, something that might be a little bit tankier or could hold your ground a little bit better against the likes of a Kazuya?
I mean, it truly depends on what he's comfortable playing. I would say counter picks in the game are not as influential as people might believe, unless you're like at the extreme top level, where a character you're more comfortable on or familiar with is going to be better than anything else. You might see a change up here. I would maybe expect it, especially after a quick 3-stock. You never know.
For sure.
But Piranha Plant, I would not say is like a terrible matchup. He's got good projectile. He's got decent higher speed than Kazuya. Keep away. So we'll have to see.
Okay. Sounds good. Getting things sorted out, trying to get our players back into lobby.
And they're going to be bans here. We see Nevada banning Small Battlefield and Hollow Bastion. See what else they go through here.
Yeah, hoping that, knock on wood here, just so everybody knows, hopefully we don't get booted out of that one. That's always unfortunate.
Yeah.
Is
a
that
little sad?
Is that more like a problem with Nintendo spectating? Like it's just kind of buggy sometimes, or like what would that most likely be?
I mean, yeah, it's Nintendo's online functionality is pretty known for not being the greatest, and they're
That's fine. We're not getting sued. Come on, Nintendo, we love you. We love you. You guys are great. You're the
we
best.
are able to have people play this game and watch it, which is awesome.
Yep.
But yeah, and the arena spectator, like you said, is not particularly like
It's
great,
finicky.
so
It's finicky. We'll
random-
give them
yeah.
that. You know, you got to be gentle. A gentle touch with the Nintendo spectating might bode well for us here, but who knows?
You can see a bit of how odd it is because like it disconnects us, but just from spectating, the lobby
Yeah.
stays intact. No one gets disconnected from the game, and here we still are.
Yeah,
so
like-
just a strange thing.
All right. But we do what we always do. Take it straight to the chin. Power through. Move forward. Press forward like Piranha Plant's going to have to do if he's going to manage to hang with the Kazuya. I mean, 3-0 stock that never feels good, right? I mean, that's
No,
usually
it's
what
always
happens to me. That's usually what happens to me when I'm playing Smash. So I know how that one feels, and I only last a few games. And then I'm like, all right, somebody else is up. I've done my time. They've seen me get creamed. It's over.
We'll have to get you in more. We might have to teach you the
Dude,
ways.
I have fun playing. I just know that I suck. So it's like,
Practice helps everything.
You're right.
So we're about to start game 2 here, and they looked like they picked out PS2. Burger Badger losing the last game gets to pick the map after the first bans, and we're going Pokemon Stadium 2.
Okay, this is a classic.
This is a classic map. Probably one of the most standardized maps across every Smash game. It'll be an interesting one. I'm not going to say it's super in Kazuya's favor, but there are 2 head-high platforms for him to combo off on this map, so we have to be careful with those if we're playing Plant right now.
Sounds good. I mean, yeah, I feel like I've casted PS2 almost every time that I have subbed in or stepped into the Smash cast. So with that said, going back into
game
this
2.
one, hoping that it runs smoothly. Kazuya and Piranha Plant yet again. Sticking with
Best for a reason.
Yes, sir. Me
Here we go. Kazuya's definitely smart, already jumping in as fast as he can. Crouch patches, and we're not looking great here, and a connection error. That is
Oh,
unfortunate.
boy. I think that's when a Bliat gets dropped and we are now back into...
The good news is we are not affecting our players here. They're going to be able to still continue their match uninhibited. We are not able to watch, so we can only assume. I'm guessing, based on the first game, we're probably going to see Kazuya pull this one out again, but you never know. Plant could definitely have adapted.
Oh,
but we won't know.
jeez. All right. Okay, we're gonna make a new lobby and hopefully solve that issue. How about we go to a quick break potentially while we get that set up? Does that sound cool, production?
I would.
All right. I think we do that. Let's get it to a break. chat, we're going to try to get this thing sorted out for you guys. We want you to witness the gameplay. I know Josh and I would like to witness the gameplay.
Very much so.
We're going to get that sorted out for you guys. Small technical difficulties. Hopefully, we get things sorted out. We'll be back to you guys in a moment's notice.
Where are you going? Or maybe a better question is, how far do you want to go? And how fast do you want to get there? Now we're getting somewhere. So let's go. Let's go faster. Let's go further. Let's go beyond.
Why be a nurse when you can be a nurse, potter, power lifter, foodie, comedian, dog advocate? Here, you'll grow in a place where your identities and interests are valued, your passions prioritized. As a Gusty, you'll write your own story, make connections, and learn to live with purpose. On purpose. Gustavus Adolphus College. Gusties get more out of college.
Coming in and actually seeing all the computers filled with kids and they have on their jerseys and they got their coaches next to them, and I see direct parallels over to football.
There's just not a lot of knowledge about gamers out there. People just don't know what they don't know.
They have to develop teamwork like any other physical game does. You don't have the teamwork, you don't win.
You take a kid who never had confidence before and you give them confidence and you can see what they can do with their lives.
What does it mean to be a leader? At the University of North Dakota, we're here to find out.
It's taking my first solo flight.
Finding new ways to learn.
Rolling up your sleeves.
The world deserves leaders like you, leaders ready to take the next step and make a difference, because we lead our own way.
Charging into your future as a Lancer is about meaningful relationships, learning at the crossroads of history and innovation, championing one another's success, and empowering every student to achieve their dreams. We are a community that knows one another by name, offers the quality education needed to get the most out of life, and the friendships that support us throughout the journey. We hold tight to a legacy of pioneering, knowing that by honoring our values, we can charge into our futures together and become the purpose-minded people that change the world. Becoming a Lancer is about more than academics. It's about discovering your passion and feeling at home.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. They say third time is the charm for a reason. It is I and Josh trying to get this thing going, trying to continue the show for you guys. We have remade the lobby. The great sword has been reforged, and now we will strike down the almighty Sauron at this point because Nintendo cannot deny us.
We are going to watch this match.
Yes.
100%. No failure. We're back on PS2. Same thing. Starting up game 2 again here. No. We're good. A little lag is just normal. Match is starting out roughly the same. Combos going off from Kazuya here.
Oh, headbutt. I like that.
Oh, he hits the electric right there. You were unaware. Kazuya has an incredibly difficult input here.
Oh, no. Yes!
We're good.
Okay. It's so scary seeing the moment freeze.
As I was saying, Kazuya has a quick uppercut he does. Not that one, much faster. That if he does the input correctly, a 2-frame timing, he can get a stun off, which is incredibly powerful. This allows him to do his touch attack.
Plant on dangerously high percentage here. Josh, so you're going to have to play this one very cautiously.
He's playing very safe right now, using his projectiles, keeping his distance. He knows if Kazuya touches him one more time, this is probably going to be it. Misses the up B combo. No tech to delays his fall a little bit too much there, right into an up smash.
First off playing.
Pretty tough. Oh, electric. Misses the electric there. Hits it again, though. Michael for a down air. Sorry, nair. With Kazuya's spike is the nair. Side B, but he hypers on the group. Ooh, command grab. Back off stage. Piranha should be fine here. He's got very good upwards recovery. Using that projectile so very well. And he hits the full electric fist there. I can't remember the actual name of that one. It's really egregiously long.
Okay, good damage.
Another good
second stock.
There. So that is, I believe, quarter circle down tilt for that combo there.
Piranha Plant's in a world of hurt here.
Yes, this Kazuya knows what he's doing. He's got these electrics on demand, which is the best thing you can have with Kazuya. Piranha Plant's still doing decent with these delays. Might be using his neutral B projectile a little too often here.
Oh,
and he gets
boy.
command grab, super armor.
Yikes. That one's got to sting.
That's a tough one.
Gotta sting.
You can see there, Kazuya got enough percent there to get into his rage mode, which empowers that grab, giving it a hyper armor and making it do a lot more knockback.
For certain. Well, on the positive side, third time's a charm. Come on. There was a couple moments where things got very scary on our end, but we persevered. We made it happen. Shout out to production team battling with the punches. And now we'll see if Piranha Plant can kind of find a way to get out from this 2-0 hole that they currently sit in. Burger Badger seemed like performed a little bit better. You know, the first matchup ended so quickly that Shirley was just trying to learn this matchup a little bit more, get a little bit more comfortable on the server, and was almost close to taking a stock there, which is improvement, right? Nothing to scoff at. Obviously, like you said, Kazuya looks pretty dialed. Combinations look pretty smooth for the most part. And, I mean, he seems to be hitting his abilities. So, for the most part, I mean, what is the Piranha Plant to do except, I guess, dodge more, have a little bit more distance building between. What was the ability you said it seemed like Piranha Plant might be using a little bit too frequently? Maybe a little bit of...
Yeah, Piranha's neutral B there, where he spits up that spiked ball, is a really strong projectile, but you can see it's a relatively slow one and takes a decent bit to get it to go the distance. It's a really good tool to kind of make the space he wants, but he's kind of just using it too predictably. The Kazuya is waiting for him to do it, and he's kind of setting himself up to just get kind of a free hit.
Sounds good.
We do see a character switch coming in here from West Fargo Burger Badger. He is switching to Samus, which we're going to see, I think, is definitely a better matchup for Samus in this case. A decent kind of zone-like character as well, and Samus's charge shot will be much more impactful for our Burger Badger player here.
Sounds good. I mean, down 2-0, you kind of know the result of how that matchup was playing out. So I feel like usually in these BL5s, when the players fall to that 2-0 margin, this is kind of when we see a character swap up, if we are going to see it, because you're like, all right, man, this one's not really feeling any better. Going to go ahead and mix it up a little bit, give them a different look, and hopefully things can shift over for Burger Badger's favor. We'll have to see once we get into it. Obviously, stage going to be dependent as well, but Kazuya has been looking pretty good for the most part here so far for Nevada.
This Kazuya is playing very well. I would say Kazuya is one of the more difficult characters in the game. He's hitting the most difficult input that's arguably in the game, and he's able to combo off it quite nicely. The one thing I'm interested to see here, we saw it briefly in the last game. Kazuya does have a kick move he can do that reflects projectiles. He was able to reflect the poison cloud that Piranha Plant did. It's going to be dangerous if Samus charge shot gets reflected, because if you reflect a projectile in this game, it increases its damage and knockback, and charge shot is one of the powerful projectiles baseline. So we could see some very interesting development as we are jumping into game 3 right now.
Alrighty. Well, here we go. Samus coming out for the side of Burger Badger. Kazuya standing strong. Final destination, I believe. Or am I trolling?
FD, great. Yes, final destination. Good for a start match. Starting off both neutral beasts from both people getting the projectiles out. You can see hopefully a little bit more range play. I definitely say Samus has a bit more disjointed hitboxes than Piranha Plant does, so that'll be nice for them. A little laggy here. Hopefully that's not too big a deal. Hits the electric off of it though. Impressive.
Okay. So very early on in the matchup, but so far, I mean, feeling like the Samus has a little bit more base ground to kind of stand on as I say that. Taking some big percentage damage there.
Definitely seems like Burger Badger is a little bit more comfortable on the Samus, at least movement-wise. Ooh, F smash. Thank goodness that wasn't the sweet spot there. Using the charge shot to delay the recovery, but did use their jump beforehand, so they are not going to be able to get back.
Oh, dude. It's too good.
We definitely are seeing a little bit... I mean, the one thing about changing characters is definitely good to switch things up, especially when you're kind of going down like this, while you kind of have to reacclimate yourself to the matchup here. Where, I mean, our Kazuya has been Kazuya the whole time. That clanks with neutral beast somehow. That gave him enough time to dash attack there. Using the charge shot perfectly there. Just keep that space. Down smash, trying to 2-frame. Missed it, but still got the sweet back hits.
Ooh, rocket comes through.
Good combo into the up air. Misses the up B. This could be dangerous. Yep, he's going to hit that rage grab. You can see that did about 60 or some odd % there. Evening up this stock here.
Yeah, dude, Kazuya is just ferocious. Is not a character that you feel comfortable on when you get to that red percentage marker at all.
Correct. As soon as your percent number turns red, nearly every move. Good bait in. The charge shot fully hitting a shield like that does delay how long it takes you to get out of it, so the Kazuya probably thought he could get in sooner there and ran straight into that F smash.
Well played from Badger, finding the first stock of the series.
That's going to be close to probably getting him. Nope, he's a cover. That command grab Kazuya has is pretty potent. Ooh, the spike! We can see Samus re-grab the ledge there so they don't have iframes. Kazuya down smash does spike when your hand's grabbing the ledge. The electric combo here. He's hitting the combo! This could be it! Oh, he misses it. As a note there, Kazuya does have a touch of death combo that he was just about to perform there. We can see it did about 70% there. One more little electric and he probably could have finished it off there.
Trading projectiles.
See, good use of the charge shot here. Good up smash, covers the back.
All right, good damage.
Combo, nice. This is where you want Kazuya. You want him off the ground, in the air. He's not nearly as strong.
Such high HP percentage for Burger Badger, though. This is tough.
Absolutely.
Last stock, too.
Dash attack. Good back air. I'd like to see a little off-stage play, as Kazuya's not particularly good off-stage here. Charge shot reflect, just like I predicted. We see it.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. I think he was holding onto that charge shot just too long. Kazuya knew it was bound to happen soon, so he prepped the reflect kick just to get the final stock there.
Well played opening matchup from Nevada. Didn't get to see the first one, but we got things sorted out, got the second 2 meetings of those 2. And I mean, Burger Badger was getting better as the series progressed there, Josh. The Samus pick definitely felt better, at least in terms of a back and forth. Was getting the better of some exchanges, but in the end, it's a little bit too little too late, as Nevada will clean that one up in a 3-0 fashion.
Absolutely.
But not a bad showing from either one of our players. Nevada moving up to a 3-3 record now. Burger Badger dropping down to a 2-4. So kind of surprising. You know, Nevada seemed very well in control of that character. To see him at the 500 marker now, it just kind of goes to show how many talented players are in the North Dakota Smash pool. So definitely something to keep in mind, right? Like, Even in
Yes.
these matchups where players might have a bad record, quote unquote, you can still see some talent regardless being shown on the server.
Yeah, after seeing that, I don't get to see a lot of the matches here because obviously most of the stream. Seeing Nevada perform that well makes me very curious of the, 1 loss, 2 loss, no loss players in the league right now. If we have
For
a player
sure.
like that sitting at 2 and 3.
Absolutely. So we have one more game of Smash Up on the cards. We're going to cut to a quick break, but when we come back, we will have Decoat taking on Yeaster. So should be a fun one, folks, when we come back for the break. So one more game of Smash. So stay tuned.
Where are you going? Or maybe a better question is, how far do you want to go? And how fast do you want to get there? Now we're getting somewhere. So let's go. Let's go faster. Let's go further. Let's go beyond.
Why be a nurse when you can be a nurse, potter, power lifter, foodie, comedian, dog advocate? Here, you'll grow in a place where your identities and interests are valued, your passions prioritized. As a Gusty, you'll write your own story, make connections, and learn to live with purpose. On purpose. Gustavus Adolphus College. Gusties get more out of college.
Coming in and actually seeing all the computers filled with kids and they have on their jerseys and they got their coaches next to them, and I see direct parallels over to football.
There's just not a lot of knowledge about gamers out there. People just don't know what they don't know.
They have to develop teamwork like any other physical game does. You don't have the teamwork, you don't win.
You take a kid who never had confidence before and you give them confidence and you can see what they can do with their lives.
What does it mean to be a leader? At the University of North Dakota, we're here to find out.
It's taking my first solo flight.
Finding new ways to learn.
Rolling up your sleeves.
The world deserves leaders like you, leaders ready to take the next step and make a difference, because we lead our own way.
Charging into your future as a Lancer is about meaningful relationships, learning at the crossroads of history and innovation, championing one another's success, and empowering every student to achieve their dreams. We are a community that knows one another by name, offers the quality education needed to get the most out of life, and the friendships that support us throughout the journey. We hold tight to a legacy of pioneering, knowing that by honoring our values, we can charge into our futures together and become the purpose-minded people that change the world. Becoming a Lancer is about more than academics. It's about discovering your passion and feeling at home.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get into our final matchup of Smash of the day, I want to give a quick shout out to all of our wonderful sponsors here at the Fenworks North Dakota stream. That being Broadband Association of North Dakota, SDN Communications, University of North Dakota. We've got Eastern Wyoming College, and then we have Midco and Verbero. So a big shout out to all of our wonderful sponsors giving us this opportunity to kind of give a place to play for all of our wonderful players and all of the fun stuff that comes along with that. Josh, PS2 is where we are headed to kick off this.
Pokemon Stadium 2. The great equalizer, you might say. It's probably a pretty fan favorite stage, just considering how even it is and not annoying it is.
Agreed. I mean, as like a noob of Smash, I feel okay playing on that map. So I feel like most of our players, not being noobs, feel pretty good going on to PS2.
Yeah. It's definitely a decent map. You don't have the triplats that Battlefield does that gives advantages to certain characters and combo pieces. And then FD obviously is more good for like characters that want to stay on the ground and don't want to run around the platforms. PS2 is a good middle ground. It's got the 2 edge platforms and then a much wider arena than Battlefield Final Destination.
For sure. And I know we said we have Decoat taking on Yeaster. Decoat hailing from Rugby, and then Yeaster representing the Dunseith Smash team. So excited to see what we have. We have a Ness and a Pyra Mithra coming out.
Aegis action, yes, indeed.
Alrighty.
Jumping into game 1 right off the bat here.
One of my buddies used to play Ness all the time at tournaments. I used to watch him lose at tournaments all the time on Ness, so I know this guy. PK Fire.
Yep, one of the OG characters against the new hotness, you might say, in Smash Ultimate here. Aegis, probably widely described as the best character in the game at the top level. This Mithra here, the blonde lady you see, is just so oppressively fast. And then you see Pyra here, the red-haired lady, is incredibly powerful, has some of the most high damaging and high knockback moves. And they're wrapped in one character that you can switch between with almost. But our Ness seems to be handling themselves very well. Little PK flash, getting him off stage into a combo back air. That was very nice.
Okay.
Trying to 2-frame with the flash again.
I love the little sideways hat.
I do enjoy that. A lot of side Bs. Ooh, Pyra up smash, and that is going to kill off the top. That is incredible. You can see what I mean by Pyra having a lot of kill power.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
it is a very dangerous thing you got to watch out for when your opponent is playing Aegis and they're on Pyra. If you touch their shield, they're probably going to upbeat.
Very speedy as well, like you've said. I mean, Yeaster on the Pyra, or on the Mithra rather.
Yes, you can see how fast is compared to Ness here and how not floaty she is. When Ness jumps around, he kind of floats around a lot in the air. Mithra here is just zooming around.
Yeah.
A lot of side Bs from our Aegis player here. Not particularly the best move you want to be using with Aegis trade. It's actually probably giving our Ness a good advantage here as not just using it often, and he's pretty much aware of it right now.
Pyra coming through now. High percentage here for the Pyra.
Flash, very good. Does a lot. PK Fire into another fire spin. Neutral B from Pyra. We're just looking for that early KO again with the up B. It will not kill at 50%, especially how stale it probably is now. The up throw will kill at 203, absolutely.
There we go. Evened up in the stock. Slight percentage advantage for the side of Yeaster right now.
Yeah, you want to see a move that does kill at 50. That F smash will do you in pretty easily. It's the longest F smash in the game. Despite it not being on the despite it not being on the heaviest character in the game.
Yeah, that's funny. Ooh,
PK flash. One. Very nice.
Okay, this one's turned on its head now. Early advantage kind of gone. Doing a really good job for Decoat on the second stock.
Absolutely, we can see he has not been touched yet since he took that first stock. And we can see exactly what I said. That F smash does.
Oh,
a little bit of caster
good.
curse there.
That's too good.
Unfortunately, that's 2 in a row tonight. I'm 2 for 2 in caster curse.
Yeah, welcome to the game. Oh!
You can see a little bit of the downside of the Aegis there. Mithra's recovery is pretty poor in comparison to Pyra, so you want to be careful when you're getting off stage there. We see Ness take the first game.
Alrighty. I mean, dude, for a back and forth game of Smash, you can't really get too much closer than that. Ness started out on the back foot, did a very good job through that phase of the second stock play. I mean, went a good 10 to 15 to 20 seconds of untouched until we had to say it and bring it up. Ness is doing a good job. He hasn't been touched in. Bang! Just get whacked off the map. But
a great equalizer.
That was entertaining.
Yes, that was a very good game. The one thing I'm trying to rack my brain for is I forgot which player was which.
Decote took that one. Yeaster
Decote
is
is
on.
Ness? Nice.
Yep. Pyramithra being played by Yeaster, I believe. Because I made the mistake of saying Decote was winning when it was actually the side of Yeaster on top. And then that's actually when the game started flipping on its head, too.
We might just be cursing the players here.
Yeah. Well, as long as we're not cursing the stream and the actual gameplay taking place, I'm okay with cursing the players with love. All right, like it's not like
absolutely they can't hear us.
Yeah, they'll see it in the demo later on when they're watching this one back.
When they're looking VOD reviewing, they're gonna curse. How dare Josh cast my game for the first time ever? And
it's his fault.
Yeah,
he's the one responsible.
Absolutely. We see Decote banning Fountain City, Smashville, and Hollow Bastion. Let's see what Yeaster's going to take him to for game 2.
If you're Pyramithra here, with your expertise, what would you say would be a favorable matchup or map to kind of head into?
I'd go with Battlefield. Combos with Mithra off Battlefield plats will be devastating if he can pull them off, and it is currently unbanned. So
sounds good. That's
what I'd like to see out of Yeaster here.
All right.
See what he ends up picking.
Yeah, I think one of the fun things about
FD, I think we're looking at
Final Destination. Okay, I mean that one feels like it couldn't be too bad either, right? Just the single platform. Ness, you said, likes to be a little bit trickier to deal with once he gets airborne. Can kind of be a little bit shiftier. So kind of stuck on the main leveled platform should be pretty solid in terms of what this Pyramithra will be looking for once we kind of get back into the action. And with that said, should be loading in here in a moment's notice.
Yeah. I'll definitely say I think our Pyramithra play here favors Pyra a bit more, and having nowhere to run from the devastating attacks of Pyra is not a bad strategy either. The nice thing about Aegis here is there's not really a bad stage. See, we're going back to normal here. Side B's coming out from Mithra. You get fair. Good back air by Decote there.
Decote seems to keep a good level of range, chips away, and then goes for whatever kind of combo that he's looking for. So not a bad approach to how they're taking this one.
Definitely playing smart here. He knows that he is playing against the powerhouse of Pyra here, and already we saw last game. Oof. Thankfully, we weren't on the edge of the stage there, so that one's not going to kill Ness at 50% there. This might, though.
Ooh, close. Oh, it does. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's got to be one of the squishier characters in the game, right?
Ness is decently light, but I will say Pyra is going to be killing most of the cast in those 2 hits there, besides some of the heavier ones.
Sounds good.
But definitely a lot easier on Ness. Later side.
All right, well, again, here. Yeaster with that advantage early on, claiming the first
good back throw kill.
Evening it up.
Good thing for Ness is he's got some good kill throw options, which is very good against a fast character like Mithra, is you can't quite get the loose hits on them, but you get a quick grab to finish it off. And Mithra herself is also quite light. Good interesting fact about Pyramithra is they have different weight classes. Mithra is much lighter than Pyra.
Okay. Good to note. See, this is why you're here, Josh.
Flash.
We need you. We needed you on this cast, my man.
Got the game knowledge.
I would have done a disservice to our lovely Smash community here in North Dakota.
PK fire into grab. I think Decote has kind of
goes chasing.
Pyra goes a little too low. That would be reminiscent of one of the professional players of this game, the Pyra down air in falling off the stage. But the F smash coming right back to bring it even.
All even.
It is
final stock.
Last thing you want to see when you get back on stage is that Pyra F smash.
Good opener for Yeaster on this final stock exchange.
Seeing some different options coming from Yeaster as well. He's using F tilt and Nair in the air is very good. I would like to see him use those more often than side B. Looks like he is starting to do that. Mithra's power comes from how easily she can chain every single one of her aerials together. Looking for a cheesy kill again at low percent. This is not going to do it in. But next Pyre up B, or basically next Pyre hit will probably do this Ness in. Will he be able to recover? Nope. Okay,
close.
thankfully that move has gotten stale enough even after one hit, so it is not our Ness down. Okay, going off of the stage here, timing out. Take.
Grab.
These grab PK flashes are good, but I think Easter has adapted and is know that's coming and is not dropping as quickly. You can see both players are playing pretty carefully here. Dakota knows that he can't get hit again, and Easter knows all he's got to do is land one more hit. He's playing very defensive.
Yeah, both players trying to get the advantage. Rolls back and forth. That could be tough. Decode in trouble.
Yes, gotta be careful. Not only is Pyre F Smash unbelievably strong, it is also egregiously...
Swapping over.
This could be it. Oh, grabs the wrong way. Would have been a good back throw kill probably for Ness.
Get
fire. Careful, got on the right side. Up smash. Doesn't kill, as you can see. Pyre is heavier. Mithra would have died there, but Pyre does not. Easter's doing a good job of just staying Pyre here. There's almost no reason to switch to Mithra at this point. PK fire. Goes for the grab
44.
again. I think Easter knows that's what he's trying to go for. Up B out of hit stun for the kill, and he takes aim 2. Incredible.
Crazy.
That's putting us at
1-1.
1-1.
Tied up at 1 round apiece. I mean, well played coming through for Yeaster to even this thing back up. But overall, a very tight matchup in our
Close
second game of the
last
series.
hit. We saw both players looking for their kill options there. Ness going for PK fire into grab just to kill off the top with up throw or off the side with back throw. And as we know with Pyra, going for up B or F smash, either one will do you in.
Well played. I mean, so you said you saw some adaptions from Yeaster, kind of realizing what the Ness was looking for and trying to use in the combo utilization that we were seeing. So overall, well played adaptions coming through for both sides. We'll have to see if what Ness has in the bag of tricks here going into
Absolutely.
matchup 3. But Ness going to be able to pick that stage now. So could be, I mean, we did favor the Pyra Mithra loading into that final destination just because of, you know, not a lot of areas for the Ness to really escape or get away to, and it kind of panned out to success. So overall, good pick in terms of Yeaster taking that one over to final destination, but now it's going to be back over to Decode to decide where we will be heading for round number 3.
We're going to see what Yeaster bans up here first. And like you just mentioned, yeah, we see that Yeaster is a bit more confident in Pyra than he is with Mithra, which is not too uncommon for players learning the character or kind of getting into them for the first time. Mithra's so fast, it feels kind of scary to control at times. But we saw a little bit of extra Mithra play that game where he was throwing out some back airs and nairs, which is where Mithra's power comes from, comboing with those.
Okay.
I'd like to see Dakota continue playing Ness a little less defensive as he was. We saw his best play coming in where he hits off the combos, goes for the aerials off stage. I'd like to see him put that pressure on more because I don't know if Easter is ready to adapt to that quite yet.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, and also the thing that we kind of didn't talk about too much was the unfortunate, you know, what was it? The down smash from the Mithra in that one, like claiming the own stock kind of on accident, right? So maybe that's why that one was so close. That could have been even more dominant for Yeaster if they didn't have that unfortunate slip up. We're loading into round number 3 here, folks. So
yes,
we'll jump back in, and it's a switch up.
Yeaster
we going for the
Yeaster
Joker. Okay.
Not a terrible choice here. Joker, again, long regarded as the best character in the game before Aegis came along. So we're going to see a lot of neutral gun. Fun fact of the day, Joker's neutral special is literally just called gun.
Creative.
Very good. Okay, I think Yeaster is already much more confident on Joker. We saw a good down throw into forward air combo there. He's playing a little bit safer. Good little power shield there, but the multi-hit up air from Ness makes it kind of hard to keep shielding that. And
Joker definitely seems like one of the fun characters in this game, especially when that demon comes out.
Yeah, when Arsene meter fills up, you know it is going to be deadly, and we're about to see Arsene come out right now into the F smash. You can see how that almost kills. Shockingly, higher F smash is still stronger than that.
The more you know.
The more you know. But yeah, we can kind of see the opposite of what happened in the previous game. We saw the Samus switch in the last game not quite pull it through, but we see the Joker switch up here, and Ness is having a tough time adapt. to the Joker. We can see a quick stock taken already in his favor. 105 is a high percent, but Ness doesn't have the highest kill powers, and Joker's I stand corrected. Back throw kills.
So the interesting note is that Yeaster switching over to the Joker after a victory on the Pyro Mithra, right? So just kind of switching it up, knowing that you have that confidence, or at least that character pool to kind of make this happen. So we'll have to see if the Joker can reign supreme. So far, pretty even matchup. Ness doing a better job through these second stocks.
Yes, absolutely. I think it took the first stock for Dakota here to kind of figure out he's playing against a different character. One it appears Yeaster is a bit more competent on and is a lot more aggressive with, which is a good sign to see. Going off stage for that fair, that was very close. He still had a bit of Arsene left in him. Probably would have taken the stock.
That's in
Joker
trouble.
is a scary one. He is very fast.
Well played from the
Ness.
Bat!
The
I love
bat
that.
coming out.
You have to. Backyard baseball with that one.
F smash. That was close. We were thankful we were on the opposite side of the stage there. This is pretty dead even right now. If Ness can make some ground while he's got this stock left, we can see some good news for him. But the danger of dealing damage to Joker when you're up a stock is he gets Arsene way too fast, and he gets the stock because of it.
Now we have some trouble. Arsene out for about 3/4 of the bar duration here.
Yes, we can see there's a little bit of an interesting kind of dynamic between...
Oh, my.
That was insane. I can't believe that
clipped
was killed.
at the edge of the shield going down. PK Fire in trouble now is the
Up throw
Joker.
kills. Nope, he's got the DI for it. As I was saying, there's an interesting little note here is while PK Fire charges Arsene pretty quickly, it also getting hit by PK Fire when you have Arsene out will drain the meter very quickly.
Okay, so kind of a double-edged sword.
A little bit, yeah. The main thing you want to look for when Joker has Arsene out is grabbing him. Grabbing and throwing him will get rid of Arsene pretty fast. Still not dying. We can see that up throw has lost a bit of impact, but that dash attack will do him in at 170. We can see the character swap, maybe not. I would still give him credit. I think that character swap is the better idea. He seems to be performing a lot better on the Joker than the Pyro Mithra.
It started out really well. Things were looking good. And then, I mean, the big bat came out for Ness, claiming that second stock. I mean, it was razor tight. And then the other thing that really kind of saved Ness was being at such a high percentage on while still having the 2 stocks to the 1 stock of Joker. Got that percentage up to about the 70% range, which made it quite more difficult for Joker going into the final stock v stock action there. So overall, well played from Deco on the Ness to keep things pretty tight and give himself that extra kind of insurance moving into the final stock meeting between those two.
I think that is a huge thing that every player should be prepared to do. If you're up the stock at high percent, you kind of try to get that aggression to just make your last stock battle more fair. We could see probably ended up doing about 70-80% before Joker took that second stock.
Yep.
Which led into that final moment there.
I like the character switch up, did not pan out to success. So now it's the interesting note of, well, do I go with that again? Do we feel like that was okay? Or do we have to go back to what we found success on? And I believe we got the sneak peek of the Pyra Mithra coming back out here, Josh.
I don't know how much I mean, obviously losing the game makes you think maybe the Pyra Mithra was doing better. I still think the Joker probably is the better pick here. I think he was just playing better and more aggressive, but we'll see.
Back to FD as well.
Absolutely, back to FD. We can see that's where Yeaster won his first game. I'd like to see taking some of the aggression he was playing with Joker into playing Mithra. You can see Mithra is just as, if not faster than Joker. So pretty same game plan could apply. We can see that F smash doing 30% there. And, you know, unfortunately for Ness, he's sitting at kill percent right now against Pyra. Down air, I mean, into up smash. That is a combo if he landed it properly. Might have been a little 5%. Going to the Dominance Revolt.
Very even exchanging so far here in this one. Swapping over to the
Ness going off stage there. That was very good. And
right back to Pyra.
As if the Aegis did need more things, switching characters does give you a brief frame of invincibility, which was able to dodge that Ness attack.
Okay.
They definitely need it. And Prominence Revolt getting the kill again. We can see Pyra said, "You touched my shield. Sorry, you must pay."
Ness now Been in this position before, though, for Decode. Down the stock early and
Yes.
has found a way back into it. So, but very good damage from Yeaster here, setting themselves up for success on the second
Getting
stock
these side
exchange.
Bs. Shields it. This back throw will kill, though. That's exactly what Dakota wanted. 50%, not really that big of a deficit here. It is dangerous, though, as we said. Above 50% against Pyra, you could unfortunately meet your demise much quicker than... As we can see, I think Easter knows exactly what to do. He is kind of fishing for those prominence revolts and F smashes, and they have been working, so why not? That is a dangerous move. Ooh, that would have been an insane spike. And we can see the combo right there. The down smash at high enough percent will spike you up and keep you in hit lag too long for the up smash to combo you. And that is basically just a freebie kill because those are two insanely powerful moves.
This is a really tough spot for for Decode now.
We can basically see what was happening.
Oh my, but that is... You hate to see that. You hate to see that because that advantage now nullified.
Gone. Yep.
Percentage still in favor.
And
but
we see a very good combo from Yeaster.
Oh my
He
goodness.
misses the tech into the F smash. Insanely good play by Yeaster there. We could see he hit out a decent combo with Mithra. I almost said Myra. Mithra, and then Ness misses the techs on stage, which lets him get that free F smash.
Dude, we just saw like the biggest blunder from Yeaster into like perfect play, like back to back. That was kind
Incredible.
of sick. You talk about making it right on the server, has that little bit of a hiccup, falling off the map, but immediately flips that one on its head. And we are going to head to a 5th and final round. This is what the people wanted. They deliver. And now back into Decode's favor for where we are going to be headed. And it seemed like, I mean, you know, I'm not going to put too much faith into I can only win on Final Destination, but so far the play has been very favoring the side of Yeaster. And now, I mean, Decode having that pick of where we will be headed to the 5th and final map should be quite interesting, Josh.
Yes, I'm very interested to see where Dakota's going to take us. We're going to Hollow Bastion. We might see an interesting thing. We hope both characters own Hollow Bastion so we can actually play on it. Considering one of them is playing Aegis, I'd assume they own the rest of the DLC, but I wonder if Dakota has it or not. We'll find out.
Well, Dakota picks it, no?
Right? Yes, I'm not certain precisely how the lobby selection works. I think both players have to pick it to get the map to be guaranteed. Looks like there wasn't a discussion, so I think Hollow Bastion is going to be played on. I'm a big fan of Hollow Bastion. It's like the only DLC stage that is like arguably even close to legal, and it is a very fun stage. Very similar to FD, it just has this one center platform, which
sounds good.
I don't think it's going to influence the game too much, but it is going to give Dakota on the nest a little bit more room to run around and not get hit by those stray Pyra up Bs or F smashes.
Yeah, this is a gorgeous map right here.
And it is starting off very good in Dakota's favor. 62% hasn't been touched yet. And I had to ruin it.
Is this a Kingdom Hearts map?
This is indeed the map that came with Sora!
All right, let's go. At least I knew that one, dude. Come on now. Let's go.
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 1 Hollow Bastion.
And
an insane offstage spike.
Yeah, that's
dominating
gnarly.
this first stock. Incredible.
Decode coming out in dominant fashion here. Yeaster, we haven't seen Yeaster on the back foot like this too often throughout this series. So
Games have
very
been-
good on the nest to get that opener.
Games have been pretty even every time here, so this is going to be a good start. You want to start Game 5 like that.
Puts Yeaster in the hot seat without a doubt. And Ness doing a good job of managing distance and trying to keep this Pyra off his back.
Back to even percent, and he's a whole stock up now. This is looking
Trouble
good
for Yeaster.
Yes, it's trouble for Yeaster. He's going to try to get back to where he was last game. The map is not that different.
My
Another
goodness.
spike. The coat's coming out to play. I think he has what we would say these days locked in for Game 5 here.
Yeah.
With these both. And, okay, I'm shocked that didn't kill. We are looking a little bit of retaliation from Yeaster. I mean, if he gets an early kill here, it could even up the game quickly. I mean, as we've seen in all the previous games, a couple wrong moves against Pyro will net you back even. But he's doing a good job here. Still surviving. His DI is looking a lot better this game, but falling right into the F smash. You can see this is the moment I was talking about. It is a dangerous game. One bad move here from Dakota, and he will end up even in stocks again.
Now starting to get chipped up a little bit.
And these side Bs chipping away. That's what you want. That's what Mithra's for. Build up a quick percent, and then switch to Pyra for the finishing touch. not the cloud move.
Good damage from the Nest. PK Fire. 90% about here. Gonna be tough for Yeaster. Still a whole stock down, Josh.
Indeed.
Code's got him right where he wants him. And
And
that
the
might
PK
do
flash
it.
off stage to finish it off. A good game 5, a much more dominant showing from Dakota. I think he kind of learned from the previous games, played it perfectly. Those 2 spikes really sealed the deal there.
I mean, that was very well played from Dakota. We didn't see too much of the offstage shenanigans like you had kind of been hinting at and kind of giving the edge to Ness in that department. And it kind of came to fruition there in that game 5, finding 2 offstage spikes, putting them down early, gaining that stock advantage. And I mean, probably the cleanest game through the series that we saw played by Dakota coming through in game number 5. So props to both players. A very back and forth series, trading rounds. And I mean, yeah, you can't really ask for a better matchup to close out the Smash portion with. Shout out to Josh again for hopping on the cast, man. I hope you had some fun.
Absolutely. I love Smash. It's always fun to see the kinds of players we have. And we saw huge diversity today. Kazuya, Ness, Aegis, and
We started with
Piranha Plant.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
All
one game of
DLC
Joker.
except...
One
And
game
yeah,
of Joker.
yeah, we saw all the DLC characters except our Ness today.
So pretty fun stuff overall. I mean, I'd say a successful stream, right? Granted, we were not able to spectate at the start, got things
Game
working
1,
properly,
yeah.
but in the end, it panned out to fruition. Game 5, always fun. I'm trying to figure out, are we going to try to do an interview with Dakota, or are we... All right, sweet. We're just going to go ahead and
Interviews
close
today.
out the show. Okay.
Yes.
Let's go. Well, Josh killed it, bro. I'm just like,
That's a pleasure.
listen, I'm like the guy that hops in when nobody else can do it, and I do a decent job. Granted, this would have
Cutting
been...
yourself short. You're
No,
great.
dude. This
Your
would have been...
flavor commentary is
Bro,
perfect.
This would have been nothing without you on the cast. I would have just been clowning around the usual. So shout out to Josh again in the Twitch chat. Show some love. This guy's the real deal. We'll have to keep him on standby for future Smash games,
Well,
if possible. If possible. I'm not trying to just throw you
opposed. I'm never
I-
opposed to commentating some Smash. It's always great.
We'll keep that one in the back of our minds. Folks, this concludes Week 6 Monday action. I know tomorrow we have Valorant in store, so plenty more North Dakota Fenworks action coming up for the remainder of the week. We hope you guys are staying warm. It is quite cold outside. Yeah, dude, it's been
Record
bad.
lows tomorrow, I've seen.
Okay, so gloves, hat, big jacket is what we're
Stay
looking
inside.
at tomorrow. Or stay inside. Yeah, stay inside's probably the better of the two options, folks. With that said and done, shout out to Josh for stepping into the cast. Shout out to production team, admin team, and all of our players that stepped out onto the cast today and played. It was a lot of fun. We hope you guys have a solid rest of your President's Day, and we will see you guys tomorrow with more Fenworks action.